Peace, my family, and we're all back to all those coming out that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good 9 mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are keeping yourselves, then moving into your higher natures, and most definitely cleansing the loves. And I just came out here to express, so it just came to me. Moving into, your higher natures, your higher self, and most definitely cleansing the lower parts of yourself, the lower nature, animalistic nature. It's not easy, especially again when we have become attached to the world, assuming that the world is a real true reality, when in fact it's an illusion when it comes to knowing the reality of things and the room we're in and the planet and the world around you truthfully. Now, certain things moving into those lower natures can most definitely start that inner battle with them. Breaking away, again, it's not easy. But again, once you break away from certain habits, which is the next level from moving into the unknown, and you begin to gain the right knowledge and begin to know more of the world around you. The next level is learning how to maneuver and break away, which is gonna help you to see clear, a lot clearer when your mind is right. And how you get your mind right is taking care of your physical body and incorporating healthy habits into your life and moving away from the bad habits. And that part right there can take people, many different levels of it, can take people time in many different, spaces or journeys that they're in. It could take, time for you to break away. And every person has that particular time to do that breaking away process, of the habits that we cling on to. And again, whether that's going into, the bad habits or, the unhealthy states, mentally, physically, spiritually. And again, if you don't know what those bad habits are, which I spoke about, you can go scroll through my channel and you will see bad habits to get rid of video. And that'll definitely give you, what you need as far as how to break away. But ultimately, it's about moving toward a more pure state of mind and knowing what things are and not getting attached to it. Now, I'm going to go through some of them again with these habits. But again, this is my experiences and this is how I did it. So I'm just sharing through my experiences, giving my testimony on how I maneuver. So it's about easing yourself off of things. Now, whatever bad habits that you carry within is something to examine and really figure out why you do what you do. And whether that's coping addictions or whatever you're into these days, figuring out why you do what you do and figuring out a way to move away from it. Now, that part right there, again, it does take time, and you have to have patience with yourself because, again, you've been maybe doing this for a period of time, a long period of time, and that can, cause you to have withdrawal moments and, you're having a battle with yourself. And that part right there, when you're trying to get rid of bad habits, it's best to be faced alone. Like, get with yourself, stay with yourself a little bit more than being around people when you're going through that process, because you don't want to pass those energies on to other people, and and people don't know what's happening, or they may do, but understanding that this is happening and this is what I'm trying to do, break away. And sometimes those things and cause even more headache than peace. So breaking away from bad habits, you have to learn how to break away. That is the only way things are gonna, move you to the next level spiritually. One moment. I'm back. Okay, so going into these bad habits, the book of the mind is very powerful, and it helping maneuver our culture and lifestyle way better and get your mind right. But he has a scroll in here called The Diet, and this is scroll 5. So if you want to check that out, and this is how you need to check a list off on the bad habits that people need to get rid of in order to move to the next level spiritually. So some of the things that he says, which must be strictly avoided, and goes back to this: marijuana, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs. There's a growing awareness that our health is directly affected by what we eat. Almost any disease can be cured by either a change in diet or a strict period of fasting, and with no meditation or no medication at all. And it goes into more, but that right there, which is most people have these habits, and of course the foods that we eat these days, that they promote these days, are really not that great. So it goes into a lot of things dealing with the diet, and just basically how to maneuver and heal the body and heal the mind. It's the whole strip of, he breaks it all down in this book. And so if you are interested in how to cleanse yourself and get your mind right to get to the next level, this book of the mind is one of the best books to get you going. And ultimately, that right there will help you learn how to maneuver. And again, it's not easy, and it does take time again. So through my process and how I went through my process, of course, it took me time as well. So that's why I'm saying this. And so ultimately, it wasn't until I changed my bad habits was when things began to work in my favor. And knowing is not enough to just know the right knowledge. It's about applying it to your life. Once you get there, that's when things begin to open up, or a new door begins to open up for you. And it goes on and on, getting to the levels of this. And so that right there is the next level. Once you begin to break away from the habits that are not good for you and stand true to who you are and be real about it, and knowing, talking to the Most High, and praying and meditating on certain things that you know that you want to break away, and also praying about it, helping you to, praying about it to the Most High, and having that conversation, breaking away from those things, asking them to help you break away from these things that you know is not good for you. And through time of in your life, you'll begin to make those changes you need to do if you really want to. And again, that's when everything begins to, you begin to see a lot of things more clear. You begin to see people, places, and things so clear that's around you. You begin to see the world so much better once you're not clouded with impurities and your mind isn't right. Your mind get right and get back into that non-ether energy, the non-mind, getting back to the right state of mind, which as non-ether beings, as you once were, as you are, because some people don't know that. But either way, things will begin to be clear for you through time. And that's the thing. It's all on your time, really, because you are the one that's going to have to decide when you're going to break away from those things. And again, when you're doing these things, and you just say again, it's best to be by yourself sometimes. And I know sometimes when you're going through this process, You're going to shed a lot of things away. People, places, and things. You're going to shed a lot of things away. And ultimately, you may not even want to really be around things anymore, because it's like certain people, certain things, certain places you go. I mean, it's just, it's just, the best way to describe it is, it just may not understand what you're going through fully, and ultimately that's why it's good to go into isolation. It's good to face things alone sometimes, and once you get a grip and you master it, and then you get tested again once you go back around certain areas of certain people, certain things that you used to do, and get tested and see where you at. Don't fall for it. Again, it's a test. And then sometimes you might fail. You might end up like, you might end up, feeling like you want to do it again. But again, that's why this process is going to cause you to shed away things. Because if you can't no longer be around certain things anymore because you're not strong enough, and even, once even the fact of you just not being strong enough, it's not even about that. It gets to a point where spiritually it's like, you're going through a state of cleansing and purification, and it's going to maneuver things around you. Your whole world is going to change. People, places, and things, your whole world is going to change. You're not going to really want to be around certain things anymore, because you already know what direction you're going, and you already know what you need to do, and you're moving toward on the right path. You need to stick there. And again, being caught up in other things, environments, and different things, people, places, and things, getting caught up in that, you can also get caught up in that, being that you've already mastered, or you already done what you needed to do, so why are you going back to those places again? And sometimes, yes, it's a sad thing. It's a sad place. Sometimes you may feel, really sad. At some point I felt really sad, and still kind of battle with certain things within my emotions, with my love for certain things, love for people, love for things that, at some point I did like to do, but not realizing that those things are really not good for you, so you just need to move on and keep moving forward and don't look back. Because ultimately, the Most High is showing you who you are, and everybody's on a journey. Everybody has to go through that journey. And some people are not awakened. Some people are still asleep. And ultimately, when you're going through these things, some people may not understand. And you may not even, it may get bitter for you sometimes, because you might feel alone. But that's why it's so crucial to build that, relationship with the Most High even more, and stay connected with yourself. Because you have to literally become your own best friend at times, because again, a lot of people are not going to understand you whatsoever, especially people that really may not know clearly what you're on, and really don't want to know, or they're just not there yet. But either way, everybody has to live their life, and you have to allow people to live their life. Not necessarily allow people, but you have to give people space to live their life and their karma or their fate out in their own life, in their battle, just as much as you are going through your own. And that's real, because again, it's all love at the end of the day. Remember that. It's all love, but your path, going through the path, will take you many different places as far as going through different stages of things. And on the right path, you will begin to understand why, through time, you have to go through that, and how it's building you up. Because, again, most things, detachment from the world, you don't really need anyway. You might feel that you want it with desires, and once that vine, you may feel like you want it, or you still may feel like you might need it, but that's something, that's a new stage you have to go through. whether you have to break away from feeling that you do want these things and why, and the desires of wanting these things and why. And again, remember, love is the highest frequency. And again, you have to allow yourself to breathe and really just stay tuned with what the Most High is showing you. Stay focused on what is needed for you to do, because you are here on a mission and your purpose. And if you don't even know what your purpose is, that's a good question to ask yourself and begin to talk to the Most High about. Because again, once you begin to know that your purpose is to get back to the Most High, and the reason why I know that, check out the Holy Tablets. Check out the Holy Tablets by Master Teacher Dr. Malachi L. Will most definitely give you a rundown on what's happening here on the planet. And you will renew your history and begin to know yourself so much better. But again, that will most definitely help you see clear and really give you a full breakdown and understanding of your identity and who you are. So, it's real. So if you are interested, you can check out the Holy Tablets. It's on my channel as well, and be nourished. And so, ultimately, that's where it's at. And once you begin to move up on the next level of things, where you're breaking away the habits and gaining healthier habits for yourself, but guess what? This journey is not easy, but it becomes easier through time again. And you'll begin to have healthier habits, and you'll begin to, really have a sense of peace and love for yourself, so you won't be so attached to things, and you can maneuver still and be, maneuvering the world, as far as you have to maneuver the world, because you have to still move around and do things and, all of that, but you won't be just attached to it all. And you can still have, healthy activities and go out and do healthier activities and things that, things that your children, you want your children to do, or, healthy activities, just doing things that are healthier for you. Alright, so I'm back. So ultimately, when you're going through this, it's going to bring a lot of things out of you as far as cleansing. It's going to bring a lot of cleansing out of you. And when you clean up your life, you clean up your temper, you clean up your whole lifestyle and things, it's going to clean up everything if you just keep going. And so, keep going. Begin to learn more of the right knowledge. Keep going. And begin to apply these things to your life. Check out the Mind book by Master Teacher Dr. Malachi L. There is, a reason why I post everything that I post. And so, it's whether it's for a reminder for you all, or for people that you just don't know and are interested. So ultimately, that's where I'm at right now. So that's pretty much the next level after the unknown, and knowing and knowing the known. Being into getting to know the known. Unknown to the known, into knowing the facts of life. So, and once you begin to maneuver, the facts of life, things, again, I can't say it no more. I can't say it. I can't say it so much, okay? Things will begin to become clear for you through time. And that's what this is about. Freeing the mind, cleansing the mind, cleansing your body, purifying yourself. Because that's where your higher self will lie. And that's where it's at. And your higher state of being, moving into your higher life, higher forms of existence and dimensions, moving up into where you used to be moving back, getting back to the Most High. And this right here, this earth right here, is lower dimensional. 3D world, the lower realms. And so if you're ready to move out of these lower realms and move on up, this is for you. And the thing is, everybody knows that, not everybody knows, let me take that back. Everybody don't know. But I will just say that sometimes when you just maneuver in life, you know, you just would think that people would question why they're here, questioning their existence, you know. I'm just saying, why am I here, you know? Giving yourselves the proper questions to understand your purpose. And once you begin to maneuver in your purpose, things will come together for you. Because just as much as it seems like everything is somewhat at times when you're going through this, because I know it happened to me as well, it seems like things were just falling apart. Everything was breaking away. Creating a new life. Everything was falling apart. Everything. You know, moving into your lower state, everything was falling apart. Moving into your lower state, everything was falling apart. Breaking away from it started with those habits. And when I had those bad habits, that's when things were not working out. That's when the doors were closing in. That's when you're in that dark place. And again, not knowing who you are, questioning things around you, questioning everything, trying to maneuver and find your purpose, all of that, trying to figure out where you fit in all this. Answers come when you begin to start questioning things, questioning your purpose. Why are you here? Everything begins to happen in divine timing once you begin to start asking questions within yourself. And meditation is a good method to still the mind so you can begin to cleanse your energies. That'll help as well to calm you down, because sometimes it's hectic out here. It's not all, you know, fruits and butterflies. When you're going through that cocoon state and you're eating up the right knowledge, and a lot of things is happening because you're faced with a lot of things in life, truths, a lot of different truths about things, questions, you know. Some people can't even handle the truth. Just saying, I know it's people that can, and I was the one that was just like, whatever that truth is, I want to know. That was just the type of person I'm done. I didn't want to be lied to anymore about none. I wanted to know who I am, you know. So at that point, when you're maneuvering this life and you're really trying to figure it out, answers will come and things will be revealed through time. So trust that and know that, and just continue to keep trusting yourself and keep going, because again, when you're maneuvering, you're gonna get to a point where, you know, it might feel like, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna get there? But the timing is all on you with those habits. Was once you break it away and really live a lifestyle and really gain knowledge of yourself, that's when the first eye opens and you begin to see the world in a truer light. In the true light. And so, yeah, I encourage you guys keep going if you're on this journey and break away from this devil's playground of the world side of things, because that wasn't meant for you. And it's for you to really rise to the occasion and get to your highest potential with the challenges that you are faced with, that we are faced with each and every day. The challenges is real, and it's about conquering them and keep moving forward and knowing why you are here. So again, if you are interested, you should check it out. The Book of the Mind, the Holy Tablets, you should check it out. And there's so many other scrolls, little scrolls on there, powerful little scrolls, by the way, that I put on here as well. If you just scroll through the channel, you'll begin to see them, and you can send it to yourself if you're interested in the topic, because it goes into a lot of things about the facts of life and things around you and who you are. You'll get to know and learn yourself more and learn your true identity. That's right. So, on that note, know that you are loved beyond this world. Begin to spread the love out here, and I love you all. And if you have any questions, you leave it in the comment section, or you can email me. I'll be happy to answer. And on that note, free our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, and wadu.